Hello, beautiful darlings. How the Gabriel are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the channel. If you're a new subscriber, if you're not, hit the subscribe button to help us grow as a beautiful community. Also, thank you for joining the VIP tribe. I just can't thank you enough for your beautiful loyalty and everything that comes with it. So we're enjoying ourselves, aren't we, in the community? I watch all the comments. I'm loving it. So today we're going to be doing a bit of channeling, downloading through automatic writing, see what's going on in the world. I'm really upset to see that there was the oil spillage that the angels predicted. I just heard news of it today. I think there was a crash in the North Sea. So I really hope and pray, thank you. Oh, I've already got a lady here. Who's she? I hope and pray that the least amount of, sea life gets affected. I just really hope, but it's such a shame that again, another prophecy came true. Talking of spooky things, did you see this video here?
Into reality and save more lives like hers. Donate to the British Heart Foundation now.
Telly's just turned itself on.
Into the shops isn't as easy as it used to be. Ages. That's why I love Dr. Farms.
Hello, remote control's nowhere near any of us. Hello, darling.
From the freezer. And if I don't like it,
You alright, love?
send me a different one to try for free. That's how I discovered the luxury roast.
So he's obviously learned how to turn tellies on now. He did it yesterday morning and today. This is where I know it was Darren turned the TV on when I was mid videoing for the VIP tribe doing their Q&A sessions. And the beautiful thing that happened was when the TV turned itself on, it was an advert for the British Heart Foundation. You couldn't make it up, could you? But I need to just whirl you back a bit because something even more spookily brilliant happened. The day before that, it was Darren's 60th birthday. And, I said, oh, let me know you're about. So when I walked the little munchkins, I literally had a trowel of feathers in a line for about 30 metres. I couldn't believe it, in a straight line. So I picked every single one of them up. So I thought, well, yeah, that's not too bad, but you can do better than that. Anyway, I went into meditation and Darren was having a barbecue up there. Yes, he was. His nan and granddad were there, but there was a lot of my family members there. And one of my most favourites, Aunt Reen, came up to me and she put a watch on my wrist. And she said, look at the time. And it was 12:20. Right. Now, that's pretty much the time that Darren started getting poorly and obviously passed over. And so I thought, wow, it's that, She said he didn't suffer. It's absolutely fine. I thought, okay. And she goes, I promise you, it was all meant to be. And he didn't even know what was happening. So I'm like, okay, then. So then what happens is that I go to bed and I'm wide awake. I have these like insomnia nights. You know what it's like with grief and all the rest of it. So I'm like, 12:20. The TV turned itself on. Now, I know I've already explained this before, but I've got a TV bed thing, so the bed comes up out of the frame at the bottom of the bed. And so you need to use the sky to turn the box on, use the power to turn the TV on, and you need the sound bar to turn the sound on. But it all just literally came on its own. I just was so chuffed 'cause it was exactly 12:20. So, just past midnight. So I thought, that's impressive. And in the morning, the TV turns itself on again at 8:44 when my mum passed. And I'm like, wow, that's really cool. Well done, you. And then I'm videoing, obviously, for the VIP tribe members. And the TV turns itself on with the Heart Foundation, all in the space of 24 hours. That, to me, gives me so much inspiration to keep going. And so many of you on here, have lost your loved ones, especially your soulmates and the love of your life. And just things like that keep you going, don't they? They're never going to replace the physical element of them. But at the end of the day, when someone passes, they just change shape. They haven't gone. They've just changed shape. And they've got rid of the matrix body they had to wear. And so for these things to happen, it's just, I absolutely adore it. I really do. And the other morning, I heard Darren's voice, not in my head, it was out, it was an independent direct speech. And he went, Nick. And then I woke up and went, yeah, love you. And then he didn't say anything else. So so what he's working out is electrical manifestation, and he's testing his speech with the ether. So that is pretty cool. Well done, Darren. God bless your heart. I miss him so terribly, and my grief is still really poignant. I'm trying to work through it as best I can. I'm not 100% health-wise or mental health-wise, obviously, but I'm doing my best, and that's what we can all do, isn't it? So, yes, so the oil spillage, sorry about that. God, why don't, just for what, mind you, they did show us a piece of doves once, didn't they? Doves a piece. Piece of doves, see what I mean? Right, okay, let's get on. I'm gonna go into automatic writing. This is a really simple exercise to do if you want to try it at home. You literally just create your visualization of opening up or ready to work, which I did before I pressed record. And I tell them my intent, which is to write and channel any information that's brought to my third eye for the benefit of humankind. I've just been told, now this is a first. This is a first. I've just been told by that beautiful lady that she stood by me and opened up like the vortex, if you like, the gateway to the spirit world. And I thought, I've never seen you before, but you're gorgeous. She's absolutely flowing and fluid. She looks like a bit like my Archangel Ariel angel card. Still don't know when they're coming out. I know you keep asking, I haven't got a clue. Sorry. She's Brigid. I've never had Brigid. I've had her a couple of times when I've been to the, White Spring at Glastonbury, because as you know, I used to live near there, so I used to go there every time I was well, and it is magical. Thank you. So the first thing she's saying, God, she is beautiful. She's like the goddess of nature. If any of you live near Glastonbury or are thinking of a weekend break, I would really recommend going there. The White Spring is the first water source from the Glastonbury tour, and it connects all the ley lines together. So this water has got really, really amazing qualities to it, energies to it. I'm going to book a weekend actually. And it's quite interesting because do you see naked people bathe? It's not so interesting watching, not the nicer ones, but when you get a tattooed, muscled man just popping in the water. I had once when I was sitting on the bench by the White Spring, right, and he dipped in and he came out and he stood right in front of me. I was like face on to the grollies. If you don't know what grollies are, the man parts. And he's going, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, can you just move a bit aside because like your willy's in my face. It's a bit awkward. So I was like, keep your eyes up, Nick. Keep your eyes up. Keep your eyes up. But he was totally oblivious to it because they see themselves as being completely in nature. Why should we wear clothing, But it's beautiful there. It's on the Archangel Michael ley line as well. So Michael's there like a shot. There's also a fertility stone in there, which someone actually touched and did a blessing. And she ended up getting pregnant after trying for years. Also, there's the red spring. So you've got the White Spring, which is calcium rich, and then you've got the red spring, which is in the Chalice Well Gardens, right? That's well worth a pop in there. It's absolutely stunning, vibrant, peaceful. It's beautiful. I should get a commission for tourism. Come to Glastonbury. And that's iron rich. So take bottles and fill up with a lot of that water because it really does do you good. Also, you've got the Goddess Temple. It's just, you've got the crystal shops are very overpriced. There is a crystal shop if you come out from where the ruins, the Abbey ruins, are just stunning. So if you come out of there, turn right as if you're going away from the springs, okay? And there's a crystal shop. It's actually about 4 or 5 shops along on the right. That's the most reasonable. That's the one I used to go into. But beware, they're very overflated prices there. It's all vegan shops. There's a superb vegan and free from supermarket further up the high street. It's well worth a visit if you're thinking of somewhere to go. Brigid will welcome you there along with Pan, who's the god. Love him. They've both got altars there. It's just take your crystals as well and charge them in the pools. There's a big pool in the middle that you can like dip in and do your thing. It's bloody freezing. I went in my bikini. I was too scared to get my bits out. I don't wax, I'm joking. And yeah, so it's just a really beautiful place. And so she's encouraging me to go there. So I do need to take some time out and go up there without a doubt. And that will be on my to-do list. Also, she's encouraging you to, if you can, plant a shrub or a tree this year in your garden, depending on how big your garden is. You can do small trees though. I've got lots of trees in my little garden. But she's encouraging you to plant shrubs and trees, and especially for wildlife, bees, butterflies, dragonflies. Ceanthus is a superb one for that. When that's in full flower, my ceanthus is just coming out now. Oh God, it's just an ocean of blue. And you literally can hear the hum from the house of thousands of bees. It is just incredible. So Google bee friendly or butterfly friendly. You know, Budley is a good one. Butterfly friendly plants, and do that for me. Brigid, it is an honour to be in your presence today, and I honour you for coming into my energy. I think the goddess symbol is a half moon up, isn't it? And then a circle. She's just showing me that. And she's telling me to think about her for someone that you can connect into, especially for sacred feminine strength, motivation, to help connect to nature. Do you know where they are? She's talking about crop failures because of weather. This might infect the wine industry. No wine? Don't be ridiculous. I'm joking. I'm not joking at all. Funny enough, I haven't had a drink since God knows when. God, I haven't had a glass of vino for months. Anyway, let's stop digressing and get back to it. So possibly, I wonder if it's the Napa Valley or California. It could be orange. Yeah, she's showing me like trees and crops that are not in the freezing cold UK. Mind you, we've got our own vinery just up the road. Sharpen. Yeah. Turning into food and crop industry. It's talking about sheep now in New Zealand. Perhaps there's some deal being done there, or oh, what's happening there? Keep me posted on that. Okay. She's encouraging nature. She's encouraging you to pick up plastics off the beach. She's encouraging you to pick out things from the sea if they're not there. There is an element here. There's going to be some form of... She keeps drawing a hat. What's the hat about? There's going to be some form of project that's going to go out for microplastics. I don't know if there's going to be an invention or there's going to be some sort of initiative, but they're going to try and concentrate on microplastics, apparently. UN, that's having a massive shake-up. There's lots of things not right there. And so there's going to be big shifts in the UN. I don't know, but I don't know if the World Health Organization has already started shifting, but it's just not been right how it's worked. I don't know if it's like corrupt or it's been worked for certain people's own benefits, but I feel like there's going to be huge shake-ups with this. And obviously, because we're going to power, let's have a look at Trumpy. Tell me about Trump. Okay, so I've just seen the yin and yang symbol. So there's certain things he's doing that are really not good. They're highlighting don't know what's happening with the Ukraine. You've got to remember that I don't watch the news. I only found out about the oil spillage because Fran, my marketer, told me, bless her. There's going to be like a swap around. I don't know who's giving me this information at the moment. I'd assume it's could still be Brigid. It's interesting. I need to start working on my goddess energy. Perhaps I need some of that energy. There's going to be a decision or a change of play to do with the Ukraine. We're also going to see an uprising, the spike of not only the Schumann resonance, I'll talk about that in a minute, Schumann, thank you, but we're also going to be Israel. There's going to be some more spiking of energy there, unfortunately, guys. I hate saying guys, darlings. Everybody says, hey guys, like really does my head in. It's because I wasn't thinking straight, because I'm up there. Israel. I think there's going to be some sort of boom going on there as well. There might be a bit more violence or problems there. How are we doing for floods in India, darlings? Can anybody tell me? I do feel like the disaster of doom. I can't help it because that's what's happening. It's all to do with the seismic shift, which I've already told you about. Look at Mount Etna. Said that was going to happen as well, didn't we? Right, the Schumann resonance is spiking. This can bring, unfortunately, fatigue. And because of the energy, there could be a bit of irritability. There could be a bit of irritability, if you can say that. I can. And you could get more sugar cravings because of the energy surges. You could feel what's going on in the planet, so you could be up and down with your mood. Also, more and more you are awake. I looked at a comment today of someone saying that they had someone visiting them and saw dark shadows on the stairs. Welcome to the revolution. Welcome to the 5D, darling. You will become more aware, but please, can I just implore you, don't think that it's something bad if you start getting things moving and shifting. Be excited, because I'm telling you now, as I always say, 99% of our visitations are friends and family and are good folk. Okay, so don't start thinking you're going to be sucked through the telly anytime soon. Find that, Carolyn. Thank you also for your wonderful comments concerning me and Danny. We are going to be creating more for you. She doesn't live near me, but we will be doing yep, got that, thank you. We will be doing more videos for you. I was going to stay at Trump. I want to see what Trump's up to. Witch's broom. Right, very quickly with this, there's going to be a massive upshot as well of people perhaps using spells. Be careful. Don't like love spells and stuff like that. You're kind of shortening the universal flow there. But things that are, you know, for you know, protecting your energy or positive around the house, whatever it is, yeah, embrace that. There feels like, again, holistic practices, things to be used rather than chemical products. I'm loving Purdy and Fig. Oh my goodness, I am so in love with that. Essential oils, what a clever thing to do with no chemicals in it. Cleaning thing. I absolutely love Purdy and Fig. And obviously I don't use any chemicals on my face now either. And the smell, it's like having a spa every day and night. Oh, I love it. So digressing, let's get back to Trumpy Trump, because he seems to be everywhere, doesn't he, with everything he's implementing. He did say he was going to go in fast and quick, and that's what he's doing. As I say, there's yin and yang connected to his energy, so there's going to be some things that are for the greater good and really good decisions, and others that aren't. Thing is, he just says it as it is, you know, and creates drama, and he's fearless in that way, but then potentially could be quite careless in that. Do you know what, I'm going to do a few cards on him. Tell me about Trump. I flew out. Look, my glittery, by the way, look. I'm all glittery today. I don't know why I had to show you that. Wearing vibrant things really helps your mood and raises your energy. that is reversed. The Eight of Pentacles. So at the moment, he's in an energy, like, you know, it's been impatience, poor workmanship. So it's kind of like abusive credibility. So it's kind of like he's needs to watch his foot in here, because it feels like oh, look at that holographic. It feels like he is working hard at trying to change everything, but could be doing some of the approaches the wrong way. And what else, please? It's amazing that come up reversed, because these are all uprights. I don't know how that flipped. It's amazing, isn't it? I love tarot cards. The magic in them is just incredible. These are Smooth Start, by the way. Smooth Start Tarot. And of course, they're pink. It has to be. Talk about Trump, please. Right, so there's lots going on, because the cards are just flying around everywhere but not throwing anything out. Tell me about Trump. So there's more news to come of him being a bit naughty and upsetting people. Thank you. Yeah, so, you know, the High Priestess is the most spiritual card, dependent on the cards it's next to. But because this is next to the Eight of Pentacles upside down, it actually refers to something hidden. Something, you know, the mystery. She has a mystery behind that. Vow is like the entrance to the spirit world. She has the scrolls of knowledge and the mystery. But there's going to be something coming up out of the blue, and he makes a decision on it, and it's like, or there'll be something exposed on what he's done, and it's not going to play well for him. Tell me more about that. Thank you. And the top one. This is reversed as well. Lack of judgment. This is the Chariot. And so the energy, as I just said, is all over the place. Lack of judgment on certain things that he's doing at the moment. And I want me to have the top card, which is, you know, people are feeling isolated from society. They're feeling a bit withdrawn, feeling a bit down, a bit bored with it all. So he's going to have to pull it out the bag to start doing more positive things, to put himself forward in what he promised to do, because it just feels at the moment that he's getting it a bit wrong. Is it that one? Thank you. Yeah. And, you know, this card is kind of like, he's not seeing the bigger picture. This card is about, sometimes it can even be, I hate to say it, but, you know, it's like slavery. There's nothing moving forward, frustrations, blindfolded to what needs to be dealt with, and kind of having a tunnel vision of where we need to go with things. Slavery, I don't think it's, I think it's the implications of removing, you know, people that don't belong in the country. And I think there's going to be more, I feel there's going to be more stipulations, visas, how to get in the country. And I feel there's going to be a real full force of getting people out that are illegal. This is upside down as well. I can't believe it. Bureaucracy, bad news, ingratitude, rebellion, indifference. Yeah, I wonder if there's going to be a little bit of a kick-off. I wonder if people are going to gather and say they're not happy about certain things that can happen in the next couple of months. What's the outcome for this, please? It's going to be, I just feel there might be a bit of discord in the States. I really do. It's not bad. New begin. Oh, so it does eventually, right, okay. It does eventually lead to, actually, I need to pull it back and I need to remake some decisions, right? Because you've got the Fool, which is new beginnings, taking a leap of faith and changing, you know, the structure of what's going on. Then you've got benevolence and kindness with the Six of Pentacles, right? So there's going to be improvement in the financial structure of things, because all of this will ripple out to all the other countries, let's face it. So there are going to be financial there is going to be financial betterment, but you've got to hang on in there for that. This is the outcome, and it feels a lot more further down the, you know, months times rather than tomorrow. And, you know, there is an element of regret there of some of the decisions he's made. So it feels like we're going to get some sort of resolution from this. But I do feel there might be some sort of gathering, or, you know, there's going to be a protest or something like that because of certain decisions made. Okay. UK weather systems are up and down again for the UK. I'm feeling freezing periods, possibly another storm on its way. Yeah, we're lost. They've just made me draw a cross. It's just got to keep the faith at the moment, UK, because things are afoot, changing. I don't know how long Keir Starmer's going to stay in position, but watch this space, okay? Where's Namibia? It's Africa, isn't it? Feels like there's going to be new laws coming into effect for piracy as well. Cape Horn Cape of Horn. Oh God, I'm terrible. Do you know, in geography they just teach you about rain cycles and rocks. They don't tell you where anything is. Horn in Africa. I wonder what's going to happen there, unless it's to do with the piracy or new rules implemented in for that. Thank you. Russia won't back down at the moment. However, there's still talks, which I feel is the hidden part of the High Priestess with him and Trump and other leaders. It's all over oil, apparently. Oil. Who owns the oil? Who runs the oil reserves? I know I've obviously had the spillage. It's not that. This is something different because it feels like it's in the ground. I hope it's not going to be more digging. That won't be very good, will it? But there's power as well over oil. I don't know anything about it, so I don't know who has the oil bank or who doesn't. But there's a lot of the intention and ulterior motive around who owns or runs the main oil reserves. Okay, massive inquiry is going to go into this oil spillage. But again, isn't it interesting, because the angels predicted, Julianus is here, the angels predicted, I knew he would be, he can't miss it, the angels predicted the seismic shift creating problems with aircraft crashes, and we had that, didn't we? So I wonder if the same has happened with boating ships. It kind of feels like it might be included, because, you know, we've got all of these shifts taking place under the oceans. Thank you, whoever did that. Did you hear that tap? And thank you, Julianus. Brigid's still there. She's doing this song at the moment, an invoking song. Perhaps Google it, see if there is one that someone's channeled or created. Invoking sound frequency. 963 is a good one for you at the moment, in correlation with 963 hertz is good correlation with nature, the earth, the universe. Okay, so if you want to kind of get in there, connect in with that frequency, healing, calm, tranquility, that's the hertz to go for at the moment. Thank you. They were just doing that. I thought, what's that? It's sound frequency. I bloody love this. It's so clever. Give it a go. It's so good. Don't forget to close down afterwards, so you'll be getting information all day long. Julianus, yeah, he's been he connect, spirit guides connect with our consciousness and what we take in and what we give out. And there were a lot of comments saying that why is he mad or why is he angry? It's not, it's just his power, it's just the way he is. You wanted to meet him when he first come through. You listened to any of my students when he used to first come through. Scary as anything. Thou shalt not pass. He was like, ooh. And if anybody whispered, spoke or did anything, he got the right ump. But he's mellowed out a lot because he's obviously spent a lot of time blending with my energy to chill out. Why am I drawing an eye? Why am I drawing an eye, Julianus? Yeah, so he's highlighting what Brigid was talking about and highlighting the fact that you really don't realise how many of you are going to be more aware, awakened. And people kind of think that, it's just going to be a thing. You're going to join a awakened club or whatever. It's not. You're going to start becoming more aware of spirit people visiting you. And you never would have had that before, but they'll start visiting you. You'll start thinking, I know who's going to phone. You're going to start thinking, oh, that feels weird about somewhere. And then Hawaii, say, and then something happens. You'll be able to sit and know what person's thinking and feeling. You'll see their auric fields around them at the top of their head. So be aware, you're being awakened, and it's a beautiful process to be in. The eye represents just look at yourself and check in with yourself, As I say, listen, this is why I did the soul journals. This is why, I'm trying to help you facilitate your transition to the 5D. So take 5 minutes to check in. Do you know something that I'm doing at the moment for total relaxation and having nothing going on in my mind whatsoever? It's going to sound really boring, but I'm doing jigsaw puzzles online, right? And I found this one which is fantasy. So it's like angels, fairies, witches, lions, you name it. Oh, God, I love it. And to create it's not fantasy, it's true. But that to me is my little space of meditation as well, and that's why I get inspiration when I do it. So that's another little thing you can try if your mind won't shut up, because it will get busier and busier. You're going to find that it's like a radio channel, like going in and out of frequency, so you need to quieten it. So anything that relaxes you, swimming, gardening, meditating, whatever it is, learn how to look and think, right, I'm looking at myself, I need to do some meditation, I need to do this, I need to do that. It don't have to be, as I keep saying, go for a walk, go in nature, do what you need to do, go by the sea, go by water outlets, get in a magnesium bath and just relax. Yeah, red light therapy. Red light therapy also is another good addition to our health, well-being, anti-inflammatory, apparently. Red light therapies and white light therapies. I've got one. I've just bought one actually. They call them the SAD lamps, don't they? But they're great for everybody because we need to get our rhythms back in. So waking up, if you haven't got sun when you wake up, put the lamp in front of you for 10 minutes within arm's reach, or 15 minutes, however long you want to, or have it on your desk, while you're working or whatever. Just have it there. And then there are ones that do dusk as well, and evening, so you could have those to look at. We need to get our, is it biorhythms? I can't remember the word for it. We need to get kind of like our rhythms back to the earth so that we can stay more connected, more energized, more grounded. And, I've got the grounding products, they're all there. I've actually got my foot on the grounding mat at the moment. And I've got a chair one as well. The chair one's a good idea because you can just sit watching the telly, sitting on it. So it's all in the description box below if you're interested in grounding stuff. But it's all about grounding and becoming one with nature. It's so important at the moment. So important for you to feel more relaxed, in harmony, at peace. Okay? Some of you need to be aware of your sugar intake because this is not helping your natural processes or your biorhythms. And caffeine. start trying to take a few stimulants out of your diet to help you feel more grounded, balanced, in harmony, and also it creates fatigue. Trying to get rid of the synthetic things that are in our body. You know, we started with saying about the synthetic things in our oceans, but this is about getting rid of things in your body that stimulate you or not for the greater good. Interesting. They're desperately trying to get us to our optimum level. He's saying that because the more optimum level you are in your mind and body, the easier it is for you to understand the transition and watch how you grow and evolve into that 5D way of being, which is beautiful at the end of the day. The synchronicities just keep you going. I have days when I just think I've had enough, and then, you know, the synchronicities just keep me going. What else, please? Julianus, I'm asking him about things on the planet. It's like, oh, I'd rather talk about philosophy. But he's just shown me pentacles in his hand, coins in his hand. And I feel, rather than positive, I feel we may have a bit of a blip with the stock markets. So if any of you are into that sort of thing with investments and that, just hold on at the moment. But I feel there's going to be a dip and then it will rise again. Prime, I feel, will come back October time. That's when I think it will come back to being a lot more predictable, if you like, balanced, complete. Everything feels like up in the air till fall, till autumn. So that's fine. It's all part of the transition. So he's just got me a gift, and then the box is opened and it's just got the word love. Again, I can't express enough how important love is. Love conquers negativity. Love conquers anybody that's hurt you. Love conquers any of the dark armies, the lower levels. Love is everything that connects the whole universe together. You know, lighting candles at night and sending love up to your loved ones. Lighting a candle and sending love to everybody that deserves it. And I hope they don't mind me saying, my friend Amy's just been diagnosed with breast cancer. Please, can you put her in your healing books? If you go to spiritualist centres, send remote healing if you're a healer, or even do it if you're not. All you got to do is just send green light and healing to the name Amy. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. We're popping over to Spain now. I don't know if there's going to be a change of leadership. Positive changes to the country, but I don't feel it's negative, but there feels like there might be change in leadership or some change in Spain to do with leadership, or perhaps political leaders swapping, something like that. But it just feels like there's some change in Spain. Pope. Right, I just saw the smoke go out of the chimney, and the only reason I know about that is because of the Da Vinci Code. Dr. Robert Langdon. So that means there's white smoke and red smoke, isn't there, to say they've chosen a new pope. So that means that possibly the pope's going to pass over. Because I've just seen the smoke come from the papal, whatever it is, chimney or whatever. So I feel Francis is going to go to the spirit world. I did say about this new, or the angels did, they spoke to me about the new vortex or a new energy shifting in the Vatican. So it could potentially be part of that. But, you know, I just feel like they just put very old people in there just to be there to stand at the window. I don't, you know, there's a lot to be said. There's a lot of hidden energy there with the Vatican, which we won't go into, but yeah, I feel like he's due to go up to the spirit world. Thank you. Now the legend is going to pass like an old A-list actor. God, I wish I could show you who it is. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's going to be soon. And I'll be like, oh my God. You know, like the realms of like Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, kind of that level of A-list. And there's female UK as well, female UK celebrity. One of my heroes passed the other day, Jack Vetriano. You almost receive, if I do any of my videos in the lounge, I love Jack Vetriano, God bless him. What a legend and what a superb artist. Self-taught. Anything more, please, from any of you? Yeah, they're showing me rainbow, they as in Julianus and Brigid, and it's really more correlating to the earth to the chakras. The earth chakra, which is around kind of like a knee area that connects us to the earth, that is going to be a big one for you to concentrate on. So when you're doing chakra, you know, I've got a chakra cleanse meditation, but if you know how to do it, or you want to, I'm sure I have got a video on here about how to activate, charge, cleanse your chakras. The earth chakra is going to be so much more stronger in the next year or so. It's a chakra point we need to take into consideration when we're doing our meditations. Just concentrate around the knee area. And that is a chakra system in our auric field that's going to be very beneficial for grounding. So if you're ever doing grounding, just envisage whatever light you want at the moment. I do a white starlight connecting to the earth, okay? Thank you for that. Brigid most probably putting that in. Yeah, it's all about well-being. They're very, very up on wanting us to be the very best we can be. So the reason being is because the more we look after our chakra systems, the more we meditate, the more we sit in calm, the more we stay balanced, the more we sit in love, the more we will be able to transition without the fatigue and the other stuff that comes with it, because it is quite exhausting for light workers. Every single light worker I know is knackered at the moment. Or, you know, feeling down or ill, or 1 minute they're okay, 1 minute they're not, you know, mood swings, all that kind of thing. So they're trying to try and put in your body, your soul and your mind, the best things you possibly can. Okay? That's why they're doing this. It is so important for us to look after ourselves, to be the best vessels we can for all this new consciousness and enlightenment that's coming in. Okay, thank you. So they're pulling me back now, so I'm going to leave it there. Please let me know in the comments below if you understand anything that I've said that I didn't really know about. Also, Horn of Africa. Is that it? Someone just said that. I don't know, it weren't them. But anyway, that's what I have for you this time round. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and let's look for the predictions, and please put them in here. I don't watch the news unless it's someone tells me, or it's on my phone just as I, you know, open it up in the morning. I don't know, so let me know what comes to fruition. Please send healing to the oil spillage. Just envisage green light and pink light for Ariel, just going into all the sea creatures and everything that's in the ocean, and try and give it as much healing as possible. So until the next time, my darlings, I love you all. Thank you for your support, and just keep going.